I'm finally back in Riyadh. Spent 2 weeks in Indonesia, in Bali, on vacation. Back to work, back to the real life. And yeah, I'm actually gonna start a new project, I work in consulting if you're new to the channel, but I'm gonna start a new project next week. I'm very excited. It's gonna be a travel case, which means I'm not gonna be in Riyadh during this time. It will be my first travel project. But yeah, this week should be sort of chill because I'm not on a project, so I'm doing more of internal work at the firm. Today I'm actually working from home. It's now 7 a.m. It's quite early. I'm still jet lagged, so my sleeping schedule is a bit weird. I woke up at 6:30, but we are actually going for a little run outside. The weather in Riyadh is getting better, which is amazing. It's now October, so it's more bearable outside. It was a bit more difficult than what I thought, especially when compared to running in Portugal. But I mean, it makes sense because, well, of course, I don't know the roads here as well as I know them in Portugal. And secondly, because the way cars drive here is different. Let's say it's different when compared to Portugal. So I always have to be a bit more aware and, yeah, just more aware of the environment when running here. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna run again outside. I know there's a new area in Riyadh called the Boulevard Sport, something like that. I think it's still under construction, but it's a space where you can run, cycle, the bicycle, and so on. So I might give it a try there because I'm sure it's much better experience to run there. But yeah, the problem is I have to get a car to get there because it's quite far from here. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready, shower, and start with my day. It's now 6 p.m. Very busy day. It's already dark outside. Sometimes even when you're not staffed on a project, you might have to work a lot on proposals, especially if the proposal is urgent. There's a deadline, so this is the case. Hopefully it won't be a long night, but I have a few more hours for sure. Wrapped up my day. It's now 10 p.m. and yes, just to show you, my days are not sexy at all most of the time. I mean, in consulting, of course, when you are working on a project at a client side, it can be more interesting, more things going on. Sometimes you have team dinners, client events, you are in fancy hotels, so it's a different experience. But this is also a big reality of working in consulting, just working from home, 12-hour days, 13-hour days, 14-hour days. It's now 8:30 a.m. I'm starving and I always go to the same place, Joey and the Juice. If you work in CAF, you've probably been there, just because it is very nice, the food is good, it's cheap, and it's quick, so it ticks all the boxes. You have a few quite fancy restaurants here, but of course I'm not going there because they're expensive and they take a lot of time. So yeah, gonna go there, gonna grab lunch. It's 7 p.m. I'm pretty much one of the only people in the office. Actually, this is interesting, but in external consulting companies, since when you are on a project, you work on a client site, not in your office. The office is usually very empty, unless there are people from HR or internal teams, right? But consultants are all at the client side, and because I'm not on a project now, I come to the office. So yes, I tried to show you a little bit of the office, but I feel a bit awkward recording here. I need to go to a branch of my mobile provider. I'm having some issues with my SIM card, so I'm waiting for my Uber. Traffic in Riyadh is absolutely crazy. It took me almost 1 hour to do 6 kilometers. Yeah, so the drive was not even over, but since we were stuck for like 20 minutes without moving, I ended up leaving the car in the middle of the road and I'm walking because it's just faster. After I left the STC store, the mobile provider store, I decided to go crazy and go for it. iPhone 17 Pro. I was already decided I was gonna upgrade my phone because my previous phone was the iPhone 14 Pro, which I got 3 years ago. I usually upgrade the phone every 3 years. The thing is, I didn't want the orange, but they didn't have more colors available, and I'm always in this sort of situations, I'm always very impatient, and I wanted to get it, so I got the iPhone. The orange color is not so bad. Plus, I got this cover, which is very, very nice. It goes well with the orange. So yes, it's now 10 p.m. I actually need to work a bit more, but I'm gonna just turn on the phone. I'm also watching a very good game, Barcelona against PSG. So yes, that's a wrap for today. Today we actually didn't go to the gym because we worked out 4 days in a row at this point. So today was the rest day. Tomorrow we are back at it. Finished the week, the work week. We are starting the weekend, and yes, the way I like to start my weekends here in Riyadh, honestly, they are not very different from the work week. I always like to go to the gym on Thursday nights, just because first of all, the gym is much emptier, so I like to work out with not many people around. It's nicer. Secondly, I'm just in a good mood because, well, weekend is coming, so I have a very good upper body session training. And yeah, I don't know, it's been a ritual since I've been here in Riyadh. Also, to be honest, because I don't have many friends here, or the friends that I know, they are not very frequently in Riyadh. They travel on the weekends. I tend to spend quite a lot of time alone here, which is not that nice, but finally gonna start a new project next week, and it will be a travel case, which means that I'm gonna be traveling during the work week. I still don't know what's gonna happen on the weekends, whether I come back to Riyadh or not. I don't know. It's gonna be my first travel case, so I'm very excited. So I'm going to a coffee place right now. I tried to pick one where I could walk to, so I don't have to get an Uber. So it's a 20-minute walk, which is interesting because well, people don't walk much here, right? And it's getting hot. It's 10 a.m., but now it's not that hot, but I know it will be very hot soon. So I want to get there as soon as possible. So the coffee place was absolutely amazing. Much better than what I thought, because the vibe was nice, the coffee itself was nice. It was not too busy, not too empty, so somewhere in between, which is nice because, well, I don't want to go to a coffee place which is totally empty, otherwise I would have stayed home. But yes, now we came back home. I'm cooking some chicken and rice. I usually cook in bulk, at least the rice, but because I'm finally traveling tomorrow for my new project, I'm not cooking bulk because it doesn't make any sense. But yes, I'm very, very happy. I've been without a project for some time now because I have the vacation, then I was also doing some proposal work, so I'm super excited. And more than the fact that it's a travel case, which is something that I wanted to, I'm very happy with the team, because in consulting, well, consulting is hard. It's tough hours, the topics can be challenging, the clients can be challenging, but if you have a good team, your experience will be way, way better. And something that I wanted to really prioritize for my next project is I wanted to make sure I was going to work with people that I like. So yes, I tried my best to find and ensure that I could get a project with people that I know and that I like, and I managed to secure that, which I'm very happy about. Because at the end of the day, you are spending 12, 14-hour days with your team. So if you don't enjoy working with them, you'll struggle. So sometimes you cannot really choose your team, but other times, I mean, there are always ways to do it, right? So this time, I really put myself out there. I tried to reach out to managers, partners, and yeah, eventually it worked out. Super happy. Today we have a very tough workout. It's short, but it's very tough. So today we're running. If you're new to the channel, I used to do just weightlifting, strength training, bodybuilding, but since about 1 year ago, I got into High Rocks, which is a hybrid sort of fitness sport where you combine running and training. Then I came to Riyadh. I stopped doing High Rocks, but I continue to run a lot. So now I'm doing 2 weekly runs, and I'm now doing a 10k improvement plan where the goal is to improve my 10-kilometer best time. I'm doing a 10-week plan, and we are now in week 4. And for today's run, we have to test out our best effort in a 5-kilometer run. So it's gonna be very intense. I'm gonna try to do it under 20 minutes. So yes, let's see how it goes.